I was a day one sophomore enrolled in classes at the historic Douglas High School. Though you don't know, same location, different building. It was also the first day of forced busing, something called the finger point. And I had to take the bus to U.S. Grant from my class. Something called geometry, whatever that was. Remind me one day, and I'll tell you why I only attended that class 3 times before I told Mr. Jells I would never go back to that class ever. But that's a story for another day. The problem on that day, I was on something called a block schedule, whatever that was. And I misread the schedule. My geometry class was Tuesday and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday was the mixed course. I was pulled off the bus in the nick of time and told to find room F100. Go back to the office, travel down the long corridor, past the locker. Some people go, yeah, they came missing. Give the slip to Mr. Hicks and you'll be okay. I noticed he said that with great trepidation. Did I mention that this was my first day of high school? I found F100, walked into the class, the choir room a good 5-10 minutes late, sat in the first available chair, and waited for what felt like an entire semester. He never said a word. Suddenly, without warning, I saw this man look up, glaring at me from his perch. "Who are you?" he growled. I responded terrified as if I'd been fed to the lions. "Wait, well, sir, no one comes to F100 today." I went to the bus. I mumbled in my bed, "Don't let him kill me, please, God, remember." He said, "I'm sick of this bus already. Give me that piece of paper, boy, and learn how to read." Fast forward 2 years, I mentioned that event to him, which he responded, "I don't remember him as having said that. He must be mistaken." His name was Leroy Jerome Hicks. He had 2 choirs, a large mixed chorus and his beloved concert choir. If you ask me, the level of singing in both groups were pretty much fantastic. His concert choir, though, was the envy of every music teacher in the state. You see, Hicks had the knack of taking what he had and making incredible music. He had high school juniors and seniors singing choruses from Handel and Messiah by memory. He would also throw books, stands, shoes, whatever was handy. If you didn't watch him as he directed. And that's a story for another day. Other schools require that music students take voice lessons and forbid their students to have jobs. Hicks knew that that would not work on the east side, so he used the time given him and still received the same superior rating in the contest as his contemporaries. He was also a morning person, so we had no zero. He was a morning person, so we had no 0-hour class. Thank God. Hicks also had a quirky sense of humor. And he could say and would say some of the most scandalous things, most of which I cannot say here. The one I will mention was his infamous, "Young ladies, be the one he takes to the prom and not the one he picks up after." We learned to laugh, tell him to focus on the task at hand, Leroy, so we can learn Waters Ripple and Flow, It's a Blue World, Elijah Rock, Randall Thompson, Hallelujah, whatever he felt on that year, some like that year. Those Messiah courses were all those runs. However, learning that music came in handy when I enrolled in a music appreciation at OU with an instructor who said he knew we wouldn't be able to comprehend nor appreciate this Messiah, but he would play it anyway. Another story for another day. Can you see the surprise in his face when several of us stood up, sang along with the recording chorus, and he shall purify by memory and walked out? Thank you, Leroy Jerome. Listen, Hicks would give you the shirt off his back, was a social worker to a bunch of neurotic high school nutcases, while all the time maintaining that snarky little smile of his. There will never be another Leroy Jerome Hicks, and we're the better for it. I'm at this, with all the former students of Leroy Hicks stand, wherever you are. And let's give this brave man